Byron Lazine, and Nicole White, and you are tuned into episode. This is Byron Lazine and Nicole White, and you are tuned into episode 50
Oh my gosh, I didn't even
of
realize
The
it.
Real Word. Word is up for the 50th time.
I failed us.
What are you going to do? You're going to make a cake or something?
No, I was gonna actually talk to Swab about doing some sort of fun intro of like all of our intros, because some of them have been fun.
We just started recording the show. He
I
hasn't actually
know.
edited it. If you
So
have a
maybe
little,
do that.
maybe Swab will do a little something there.
That'll be fun,
Little collabo of the 49 other episodes.
Yeah, like which was your favorite?
So
like,
this
that's what it
show will
should
come out in a
be.
month. If you're listening to it today,
Oh, what does
don't
that
pay
mean?
any attention.
A month.
Well, he just put a huge task on his plate. That's all right.
It would be fun though. Maybe we do. Maybe like 51 becomes like a 50 episode rewind. Like that would be fun.
Yeah, you could do that.
We could see which
She's
topics
trying to
are
get out of
still...
doing a show next week. See what's happening here?
No. We would be doing the show of the rewind. Like, oh, this was our favorite. This one gave us the
Got it.
most. This intro was the funniest. Like we could do sort of like, like what like
I
when
think him just cutting up a new intro would be good.
Well, I'm just thinking, like when the Kardashians sit on the couch and they like talk about like their favorite episodes and all. It could be like that.
Oh. I don't think
it's like
so.
it's no.
What's the guy's name? Andy Cohen.
It's like the yes.
He
It's
sits
like
there on the couch with them and they all bitch. And,
but it could be
hey,
like the
could say-
holiday edition, like the Thanksgiving edition.
No, it could be the "What do you hate most about Nicole" edition. Well, geez, where do we start? Right, and that's what they do on that show.
Wow.
They talk shit on each other.
Well,
I would do all the things I love most about Nicole.
That would be a nice start.
If it's the holiday edition, I guess I'd have to.
Yeah.
So we have a pretty serious topic though on episode 50 for our main topic though, which is everybody, if you're not aware of this, you've obviously been like living under a rock or like totally out of the country. Even if you're out of the country, you probably
should be hearing about it. Yeah.
Heard about this. We're going to link up the article from Inman as well as the link to donate.
Yes.
So both links will be up wherever you're hearing this or watching this. California fires. The residents and the realtors are fleeing the blaze nonstop. I don't know if
there's multiple blazes, unfortunately.
I know I have a lot of friends. If you're like part of the Tom Ferry ecosystem, for example, then you have a lot of friends that are California based, and we're seeing a ton of them post what's happening in those marketplaces. We were just in Malibu this year to see Malibu. That's like crazy.
I think that even makes it a little bit more not personal, but I mean, we were literally like driving down the highway. I mean, we were taking photos of these neighborhoods. We were trespassing on probably some of these homes because we wanted to get sort of, is that AstroTurf? Is that fake grass? I mean, this is just something, and I was talking to my kids about it today. This morning we were sort of watching a few videos and it's hard for people to understand like how many acres it all is.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I was trying to explain to my kids, I think Guilford is about 27,000, and I probably am wrong.
Let's find out.
But I feel like it's about 27,000 square acres, and we're talking about over 100. The hundreds of thousands. So
just like the recent campfire one, which is Northern California, Butte County, is across 90,000 acres. Just that one alone.
Yeah. So we're talking about if you're in Connecticut, it's like the town of Guilford,
Nobody
town
knows
of
where that is, by
Brantford.
the way.
I know, but like our town is gone. Like, and so are all of the neighboring towns. And what's so sad is that you're also watching these fires sort of creep up on like your house and like your family, and like I just can't even imagine. So we are 100% thinking of all of you out there.
There's
Byron
no doubt.
and
These are huge areas.
Yeah.
And there have been a lot of
can't, like the air quality, like masks and like
it was leaking into Sacramento Kings Stadium when the Lakers were playing there. Like the smoke was leaking into the stadium, which is insane to think about.
Yeah.
But I've seen 100% a lot of people in the real estate community step up. I've seen it on my Facebook feed all week. People bringing water that are agents. I know of an agent in Malibu that was doing this to help the firefighters, to help people. We're obviously out here in Connecticut. We can't do much. We did donate.
Though, and we encourage you guys to do the same. So there will be a link there because
the link will be there. And if you're just listening to this and the link's very simple, it's supportlafd.org. And this is supporting the first responders. So you go in there, drop them a couple bucks if you can. Everybody's effort will go a long way, I'm sure.
For sure, right? Yeah. So we are thinking about you guys.
All right, let's get into the Rackets. If this is your first show on episode 50, we apologize. That means we haven't done a good enough job of getting the information out to you. We're usually on Inman every single week. But the kind of theme here is we do the main topic, which we just did, and then we do 3 rackets. And the first racket today is, what is the first? That's the fire one.
The build up. You're doing some build up.
I do the build up and then I let you down.
Here.
All right. This is actually here on episode 50. Racket number 1 is by far my favorite racket ever.
Wow.
Of all time.
I feel like I've heard that on multiple occasions. You sure?
Well, now I have a new favorite. Can I have a new favorite?
Well, every week you can have a new favorite.
And now I have a new one.
Okay.
Number of realtors nears its all-time high. We are in November of 2018.
Look at that, 1.367
How does that make you feel?
million.
Yep.
I am not the least bit surprised. I have to say, I feel like even just in the last year, and no offense to any of my friends, because lots of them approach me, if their kids are now out of the house, I've some maybe going through a divorce. Or they just, they see that maybe we're having a good time sitting in front of the microphone.
The Nicole White fun factor.
There's crazy amounts of people that are, hey, that looks fun. I can do that. That looks fun.
Lots of people signing up. Well, here's what's happened. And it's interesting. This is an article I urge you to go click on. It's an Inman article. Teak Wiggins, staff writer, wrote the article. He shows you the trend line. He even has a nice little graph here. The same thing happened leading up to 2007. The last peak.
Well, because everyone just thought that it was just easy and you could just make a lot of money and don't have to do anything and I can still work out and drink my coffee.
You said at the top of the racket, 1.367 million members.
Great.
In October of 2006, there were 1.371 members.
Ooh, we beat them.
Listen. October 2006, the market leading up to that went up year over year over year. It's done the same in most parts of the country the last 4 or 5 years. So does that mean there's potentially a crash coming? Like these two numbers move up together, the amount of agents, the market being good. Because here's what happens, and this is why the NAR numbers are high, and they're going to go back down again.
Of course.
When the market's good, people get lucky. Okay, and agents jump in because there's easy, lucky money. Everybody's buying deals. Everybody's selling deals.
Yeah.
You can get in and you can just fall into deals. Cousin Louie's going to get a deal. Your aunt's going to get a deal, and you do 3-4 deals, and you're good.
Yeah, you drop some money into some Zillow leads.
Yeah, so that's a total racket. You've got agents that are just flying by the seat of their pants on their seat.
No, the seat of their pants.
Seat of their pants.
Yep.
They're flying around
nip
with seats and pants and shit.
Nip them in the butt.
And they're just doing random deals.
Right.
What's not a racket is the agents that actually get in today, and I think the number should be high. I think there's tremendous opportunity in this industry.
If you're going to take it seriously.
And I think you should be joining today if you're thinking about it. You should do it now. You shouldn't wait, because what's about to come, which is a correction, is the opportunity for all the good agents to take more market share, to get more recruits, to add to what they do, to literally take over all the agents that are going to drop out, take over that business. So if you can make it through what's coming, maybe not next year. I don't know that next year is our 2007.
I don't think it will be.
And it probably won't be for us locally because of some things happening here. But if that's what's coming maybe in 2020, right now is a great time to get in if you've got the chops to make it through what is going to come eventually, which will be a 3-4 year pullback.
Yeah.
Because if you can make it through that, if you can do deals during that time,
Yeah.
you're going to be really valuable when the good gets going again.
When did you get your license? What year were you?
I got my license right before things started to, Connecticut, if you think about 2011, 2012 timeframe, it was 11 or 12. If you think about that time frame, it was bad, and a lot of people in Connecticut said it was bad.
Yeah.
But at that point, it basically hit the bottom.
Yeah.
So it was at the very bottom.
For sure.
And then it went up.
Yeah.
So a lot of people would say, well, you don't want to do it at the bottom because...
I got in the bottom. I got in my license in 2010. But I didn't even know it was the bottom. I was like so covered in like kids and like I just...
Covered in kids?
Yeah.
I need a shower just thinking about that.
I didn't even realize, like I just didn't even realize it. I was just so desperate to like get out of my house that like I didn't. And it's funny because everyone always asks me like, how long did it take you to do your first deal? I think it took me well over a year to do my first deal. But like now we have new agents that are able
doing deals right off the bat.
Oh yeah. So I mean, again, it was a totally different market. But I also like, man, did I build my database off of those open houses? Because that's all I had. You know. So it's interesting.
I don't think it's a racket, and I don't think it's a racket for those of you that are getting into the business.
No.
What I will tell you is not all of you will be in the business in 4 years. The numbers are close to 90% of you will drop out of NAR by year 5.
Right.
So, not saying that to scare you. I'm saying that to get involved with the right team. I just had someone...
Or motivate you. Maybe you're saying
or motivate the crap out of you to go
brand,
like build a huge brand.
Do it.
I just had an agent, though, that DM'd me the other day, and he said, here's my situation. I've been a great agent 10, 15 years. I am not motivated to build a team. I'm not motivated to manage people. But there's a really smart entrepreneur who's building a team in my marketplace. They asked me to be a part of that.
Yeah.
They just started this a year ago, but they've got the vision. They've got the money behind them. Should I jump on board? I said, absolutely.
Right.
Things are only going to get harder. We're only going to get more constricted. Get in the right vehicle and do it now.
For sure. Well, and if it's I would say if it's the right team, you want to make sure it's the right team.
And that's what I asked him, and he said, here's why I think it's the right team. He's built other businesses, this person, and then came into real estate. Mm-hmm. He's got the money to invest. He's building systems and operations. I'm a great agent, and I've got past clients. I need to plug into a system.
Right.
I was like, dude, do it.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
Well, especially, I don't know where he is in his lifeline though either, but like how great that you could start bringing in leads, giving them off to other people. They're the people that you trust because they're part of your team, and you're building relationships with individuals on that team that you do trust to hand off those leads. It's just, it's a win-win.
If you're on the right team, you are going to do less of the work that you hate. Because if you're a real estate agent, I got news for you. You're supposed to be a salesperson first. So you're supposed to be selling. Yep. You're supposed to be out there getting deals done, which means you probably hate uploading listings to the MLS. If you're on the right team, that's probably going to be taken care of for you, and you're not going to have to do that work, which means you can focus on more of what you love, which is get deals done.
Right.
Racket number 2.
Yeah.
You ready?
Completely related.
Completely related.
Completely related.
You have all these new agents running around, and you have this 60-year-old realtor, and she was from Connecticut, I'm sorry to say.
Fairfield County.
Fairfield County realtor arrested after stealing money from an open house.
Have you ever stolen anything?
Is this a racket, or is this like... Have I ever stolen anything from an open house? No, I have not. I want to go on the record here, since Nicole asked me the question. I have never stolen... Well... I have stolen a water bottle before.
Sometimes if I'm really hungry, I have to take like a cracker or like a...
Or you just make yourself a sandwich. Nicole
I don't do sandwiches.
Sets up, pickles. She gets the pickles and the mustard and the mayonnaise out.
Cheese board.
Yeah, a little
I do
quick.
The dishes after
what
I
do they
leave.
got for wine?
No, stop it.
$19.99. Should I open this? Yeah, why not?
Oh my gosh. Now you're making me look like an asshole. Sometimes I just need a cracker.
The most I've ever stolen from an open house is a glass of water if I was parched, okay?
Yes.
But no, I've never stolen from an open house. I do try to steal Wi-Fi passwords all the time when I'm at open, which is like the jetpack.
There's like a bug in here. Yes.
Anyways, this lady, Darcy Allison Sledge. Should I have given her name like that?
That's a long name. Well, it's
she's
in the headline.
She's in the headline.
You got like her mug shot on there too.
We're gonna link up the article.
Poor woman.
Darcy thought it was a good idea to steal money from one of Connecticut's
and it's only $136. Like, what are you doing with
bedrooms.
that?
How much did she steal? $136.
$136. And like,
and they were euro bills.
And it's talking about the medium home values in New Canaan are $1.25 million.
It doesn't say if they did the exchange here, if the 136 was in euro, or it says it amounted to approximately 136. So I think they did the exchange down to American money.
Yeah.
But maybe she was going to take a trip to Europe.
Oh,
you know?
Poor thing.
A little Europe trip.
So see, agents are already hard up, stealing money from their clients.
Known as one of the most affluent towns in North America, New Canaan boasts median home values of $1.2+ million. And Sledge, who's based in Westport, which I got to tell you, Westport's another affluent community.
Yeah.
She's been working for Berkshire Hathaway since 2002. According to her LinkedIn profile.
Yeah.
She expanded into her own real estate company. So she was a broker. What a dirtbag. She previously served as vice president.
Oh. We get
member
it.
of senior management, investment company.
She should have been a stellar individual, and she wasn't. For $136. That's like a cup of coffee probably down there in New Canaan.
I provide superior customer service and expertise in all aspects of real estate in Fairfield County, she wrote on her Yelp profile.
So now there's only 1.367.
This is a total racket. It's unfortunate. She's obviously
out. She's out
in a bad spot in her life,
out.
And she should be thrown out. They should take her license. I hope they did.
I'm assuming that's
what happened. But she should definitely not have a real estate license. She should go to.
Like,
I don't know if she should go to jail, but
she should have known that they had videos. So they caught it on a video. Like she should have.
She's an idiot.
She should have known they had video.
I wouldn't trust her. There's a photo of her. We're really beating her up over this $136, but it's a total racket. You shouldn't steal. Kids at home.
It's a hard time for realtors, I guess. Do not
steal. Racket number 3. You ready?
I'm ready.
Nicole sent me this one, so if you want to tune off
no, it's
now.
Fine. No, come on, stop it. Everybody's super excited. I think what's super interesting about the whole thing is that I feel like.
Are we going to tell them what it is?
Yeah. So Chip and Joanna announced that they are starting their own network. Now, it is owned by Discovery, which Discovery is the parent company of HGTV.
With Discovery to create another network.
Right. So it sounds like it's all pretty incestuous, like they're all kind of sleeping together, which is it kind of it makes me feel a little bit better about the fact because I was sort of surprised that HGTV was just going to let them like walk away like that. Like,
I think their contract was up, so they had the leverage.
It probably was, but still, they had
the leverage.
I mean,
they had the leverage and the money because here's what I like about Chip and Joanna: they're business operators.
Yes.
They have a real estate company. They have they own
a restaurant,
a venue where they do events. They have a restaurant. They have a furniture. They home design maybe consulting.
They do all of it.
They have a lot of different companies. These guys are operators. They're business people. Yeah. They're really good at what they do, and then they happen to be on TV. Unlike, there are some people who have gotten on $1 Million Listing or something, not like Ryan Serhant or Frederick Eklund, really just that third guy that was on the New York show is who I'm referring to, and I won't say his name, but Luis Ortiz. There are guys like him that were never in real estate who are actors and get on the show and then still couldn't do real estate and are out of real estate. Right. So there are some people on the show just fronting it. These two players are not fronting it.
Well, they're adding value.
They're business operators, which is why I like them. The show doesn't add any value to me. I don't like their shows.
No, but that's what's super interesting is because I feel like in an age where everyone's like, like television's dying,
They're going and starting their own network.
Yes.
Here's why. Their demographic is like our parents' nest, right? Like it's people that are
I watch it though.
Yeah, you like those kind of shows too. But like people that want to like sit home and watch you like that stuff, the HGTV stuff, right? Yeah. That want to watch HGTV stuff. They're still on TV.
Yeah.
But I think I disagree though. I think they should have thought a little bit more into the future. I think what is a racket about this is they should not have done the partnership with Discovery. They should have done their own channel on Netflix and just went completely the other way.
Yeah,
but a lot of the people, they have millions and millions of fans, and a lot of those people are caught still in cable TV. So I don't blame them for doing this, but I would have went the Netflix route and started my own channel there.
I guarantee you, though, too,
like, couldn't they have had the Netflix channel of all these things where they have a show, but they have other shows hosted underneath them?
Right. So, but I also don't know what their contract looks like either because
none of us do.
Because there's so many things intertwined, and they got so big while doing the show that there's got to be still some sort of residual schmutz happening there. That to do your own Netflix, I don't know, that would still probably have to be supported by Discovery.
They're business operators, so maybe part of their thing is I don't really want to have a full network that I have to manage. It's just going to be a piece of another one of my businesses. But if you're interested in their
it's
show,
there, and I think I'm happy for them. I'm glad to see them back. It's funny though, because when I was down in Texas, they were sort of complaining about Chip and Joanna down there, because everybody now wants like their house shiplapped, but like you can't afford to get your whole house shiplapped. So they were actually complaining about the fact that Chip and Joanna sort of mislead into people believing that they can actually, because a lot of their things are probably donated or given or, probably backed, by some national. So it's been actually a little bit difficult for builders down there to.
They do nice stuff.
They do beautiful stuff.
She's pretty brilliant.
Yeah, she is.
So
she's got a good team.
Yeah. Gotta have a good team. So I guess congrats to them. I don't really care. I mean,
whatever. You did it though. You were a good sport.
Yeah.
You were a good sport.
All right.
Way to go, Chip.
That's it.
Joanna.
We're hoping to do another 50 or more of.
Hoping.
No, we will.
We're going to do another 50.
We hope you guys are enjoying them and love to get your feedback. If, actually in the comments this time, just tell us how long did you start in the middle, episode 20, 30, episode 1. If you've been with us from the start, tell us how long you've been watching The Real Word, and we'll jump in the comments.
And maybe what's your favorite memory?
Say hello. And what's your favorite memory? If you have any memories, what's your favorite memory? All right, guys.
Bye. And make sure you donate.
Sign off again.
Donate. What is the sign off?
What is my sign off?
Keep it real.
That's the sign off. Keep it real. See you guys next week. Peace.